Hello friends, welcome to this small session of discussion on Vedanta. Many of you may not have heard the name of Vedanta. For them, I am to tell that Vedanta is a small Sanskrit religious book which is the highest scripture of Hindu religion and which probably is the backbone of Indian culture. You must be perplexed to hear that a religious book is backbone of Indian culture because India is the habitat of many people of many religions. But what is special with Vedanta that makes it universal religion because it sees God in every living and non-living thing of this universe. It doesn't discriminate between human beings in respect of culture, religion, society, being rich or poor, being black or white. Vedanta is for all, and Vedanta says everyone son of the immortal. Vedanta has 12 chapters, each chapter called an Upanishad. And an Upanishad is an excerpt from the high, lofty, ideal book Vedas. Vedas is probably the oldest book and the largest book of human civilization. 12 chapters of Vedanta are Isha Kena Katha Prashna Mundak Mandako Ittare Taittare Shatashatara Chandogya Brihadaranya Koshitwaki. Of these, Ishopanishad is the first Upanishad, very concise Upanishad, and it is loved and liked by many scholars. So, I will utter verses of Ishopanishad and will try to translate its verses to English as far as possible. To start one Upanishad, one is to pacify his mind because Upanishad is not for people with disturbed mind. So, first chant its peace chant. Om Purnam Adah Purnam Idam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadayo Purnameva Vasishyate. Om is the name of the Supreme God. That Brahma, the Supreme God, is infinite. This universe is infinite. From that infinite Brahma came out this infinite universe. Following the simple mathematical rule, 1 infinite minus 1 infinite is equal to 1 infinite. And after producing the infinite universe by the infinite Brahma, the Brahma remains infinite as it was. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti means peace. Peace, peace, and peace. Let's go straight to the main body of Ishopanishad. The first verse. Om Ishavashya Midang Sarvang Yat Kincho Jagatang Jagat Tenu Takten Bhunjithang Ma Gridha Kashya Siddhanam. Every point of this universe is abode of the Supreme God, and one is to enjoy this world while keeping God in his mind and keeping disattachment without being greedy to the treasures of this world. Kirban eva iha karmani jijibeshat shatang shama evam toi nannatheosti na karmo lippate nara. While doing works in this manner, that is by keeping the Supreme God is mind and by keeping disattachment, one is to wish to live 100 years, and there is no other way but to keep oneself disattached to this universe. And once one forgets the Supreme God and one becomes attached, becomes greedy to the treasures of this universe, what happens to him after death? Ashuriya namote lokam dheno tamashabrita tangste pitva vigachanti yeke atmahanojana. Such a greedy person goes to dark hell after death. Anejat ekam manasha jabiyo nanno dibbapruvan purvamashat tadhapato nanno atte titishtat tasmin apo maturisha dadhati tadejati tannoijati tadure tadantike tadantarasya sarvasya tudu sarvasya vajjato. Two verses depicting the Supreme God, that he doesn't move, and when he moves in a speed faster than mind. He remains within everyone, he remains outside everyone as well. Yasto sarvani bhutani atmani anupashyate sarva bhuteshu chatmanam tato na bijigupshate. A Hindu, a reader of Vedanta, cannot hate anyone. A reader of Vedanta who has known Vedanta sees everything and everyone in God, and God in everything and everyone. So, in this way, he or she cannot hate anything or anyone, because one cannot hate God. Yasmin sharvani bhutani atma avut eva vijanata tatra ka moho ka shokam ekattam anupashyate. When one knows that everybody is coming from the Supreme God, and everybody while departing goes back to the Supreme God, in that knowledge one cannot be specially attached to anyone and cannot be sorrowful at departure of anyone. Sha poryagat shukram akayam abronam asnabiro suddham apapa viddham kobi maneshi paribhu swayambhu arthan vedhodat shashwati bhushamabha. What happens to one who knows Brahma, the Supreme God? His supreme energy enters into that person. And it is said here about the Supreme God that he is formless. He is purest. He is without any sin. Andha tamah pravishyanti ya aviddam upashate tato bhuya ibate tamo yau vidyamrata. Unnate ahu avidyayam iti susram dhiranam ye nastad vichachakshire vidyancho avidyancho astad veda bhayo saho avidyaya mrityung titva vidvaya amritoshnute. I have recited 3 sloks, 3 verses in a row. And you must have noticed that 2 words has come by rotation, vidva and avidva. What is avidva? Avidva is inferior knowledge. And what is inferior knowledge? Any professional knowledge of this world is inferior. Inferior to what? Inferior to knowledge of the Supreme God. So inferior knowledge is called avidva and the superior knowledge is called vidva. And one is to know vidva and avidya, so superior knowledge and inferior knowledge both at the same time. Because by knowing the inferior knowledges, that is the professional knowledges, one can pass through his life smoothly. And after death, the knowledge of the Supreme God, that is the superior knowledge, makes him immortal. How immortal? After death? That may sound peculiar. We Hindus believe in birth and death, rebirth and rebirth cycle. And once one knows the Supreme God, rebirth is avoided after death. And that soul becomes immortal. And goes out of the death and birth cycle. Andha tamah pravishyanti ya ashambhuti upashate tato bhuya yivatamo yau shambhutayarata. Unnade ahu shambhavat, unnade ahu ashambhavat, iti sushram dhiranam yenastad vichachakshire, shambhutincha vinashancha yassad vedabhayasaho, vinasheno mrityung titva shambhutam amritoshnute. These are also trilogy, 3 verses in a row, and 2 words are coming repeatedly in rotation, Shambhuti and Ashambhuti. Shambhuti is idolatry, worshipping idols. That is Ashambhuti, that is inferior worshipping. And what is Shambhuti? Shambhuti is worshipping of the Supreme God who is formless. Here it is said that both are necessary. By worshipping the demigods, the inferior gods, one can pass through life smoothly. Take for example the sun. The sun is our good demigod. He gives us rays, he gives us energy. That's how we survive. So to pass through this life smoothly, one needs blessings of the demigods. That is, Ashambhuti is needed. And after passing through this life, if one wants to be immortal, that is, if one wants to evade coming back to this earth, one is to know the Supreme God, that is Shambhuti. Hiranmayano patreno sattasya apihitam mukham tattam pushana prabno sattu dharmaya dishtaya. Hiranmaya means golden. With a plate of gold, the face of truth is covered. And truth is God in Hinduism. God is truth, truth is God. Face of truth is covered. O God, please remove that golden plate and let me see your face. Pushan ekarshe yama surya prajapatto buhorasmin shamuho tejo yatte rupam kalnatamam tatte pashyami ya asho asho purusho so ahamasmi. Pushan ekarshe yama surya prajapatto. All these are names of the Supreme God, and these require further explanation, but the time is short. I will not go to them. I will just tell that these are names of the Supreme God. Pushan ekarshe yama surya prajapatra. Buho rashmin shamuho. Rashmi means the rays. So you remove all these rays. As I have said in the previous verse, that the face of the God is covered by rays, golden rays. So he is requested to please remove those rays and let the worshipper see his face. Ya asho asho purusho so aham asmi. The ultimate aim of a Hindu worshipper is not just going on worshipping, but to become God himself, and that is what is sought here. Vayur anilam amritam athu idam bhashvandang shariram om kratasvaro kritasvaro kratasvaro kritasvara. My body is mortal. Let it be perished, being burnt by the fire of cremation. But my senses, my seeing power, my hearing power, my speaking power, my smelling power, all these are immortal. So please allow these to mingle with the air. And, O Supreme God, you remember my deeds, you remember me. Agni Naya Shupatharaya Asman Vishani Devan Bhuyunani Vidban Yodhi Asmat Yuhurana Meno Vishthate Namokting Vidhemo. O God of fire, please usher me to the abode of the Supreme Lord and remove all the obstacles in my path to that Lord. This is the last sloka of Ishopanishad. Thank you all for watching and hearing. Thanks.